said, I'm Jasmine Greene. I'm the lead designer for Once Upon a Runner. Just give you a little background. Once Upon a Runner is a 2D runner game. There's 6 different fairy tale levels, and you just go through and you beat the bosses. So we're pretty excited about it. As you can see, Once Upon a Runner. So we just released 3 days ago on September 10th, which is really exciting. It's especially exciting because it took us almost 2 years to get out. So, why did it take us 2 years to get out a 6-level runner game? Well, anything that you could imagine that went wrong did go wrong. So the main reason why it went wrong was poor communication from everything, from internally, lack of communication from programmers. They would just disappear out of nowhere. Same thing with artists. And then also, miscommunication with other people on our team, not asking for prices with our animators, and then learning out later on that it costs $100,000. So I would call communication the most important pillar of a good development and a good game. And if you don't have it, I would consider it the silent killer of projects. So if you don't want to, work on a simple game for almost 2 years, I would consider following some good communication. So the first thing to do is explain your goals and visions. Have a game design document. Really get people excited about your game, because if they're not invested in your game, then they're not going to be working hard for you. And since most of our team were volunteers, if there is a lack of vision or goals, then it's really easy to just kind of slip between the cracks. The second one is for constructive feedback. You need to be able to give and receive constructive feedback. So if you have an artist or a programmer or something, and something's not quite working right, you just need to be able to tell them, this isn't working for me, could you make these changes? And then also to be able to get good feedback. So don't get too defensive. If people are playing your game and they find a bug or they think that something isn't working right, really take it to heart, because if you're hearing it a lot, then maybe there's a little bit of truth in that. The next one is to stress accountability. So it starts with yourself. So be accountable for the things that you do. If you say you're going to do something, really follow through with that. And then for your programmers or other people in your team, set due dates, and then also set, work schedule and things like that. If you don't set work schedule or due dates, it's really easy not to do the work. And then the next one is to get social. So, as you probably already heard, be on Facebook, be on Twitter, get out there, talk to people. If you're not good at talking to people, then find somebody who is. And then if you're the only person in your team, then you're kind of going to have to suck it up and go out there and talk to people. The next important thing is project management. So in the beginning, we didn't really have too much of a plan. We just kind of winged it, which wasn't a very good plan. So after that, we discovered Trello. I don't know how many of you guys have used Trello, but it's really awesome. I'm glad you guys are familiar with it. But it's really simple to use. You can see exactly what you need to do. You can assign it to people. And then I think it's really great visually, because you can see your to-do tasks move over to the finished tasks. I think that's a really great visual thing for your morale. And then what I also did was to create a monthly visual report that you can see here. You would see what tasks are done, the tasks that need to be completed, how far along we are. Again, people are very visual, so I think when they see things, you can see the completed tasks go up, things turn from red to blue. I think that's really great for morale. And then finally, the thing that I also learned was really important is leadership. So if you don't have that, then it's not great. So the first thing you need is decisiveness. So this isn't like my way or the highway, but you do need to be firm about your decisions. If you do make changes, you need to explain it to people, and you need to let them know, why you made the decisions. This includes internally as well as externally. The next one is consistency. So when you're working with people, you need to make sure that everything is consistent, all the work matches, and that everybody is working at the same pace. Everybody is on track with everything, and everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody needs to basically be on the same page. And the next one is transparency. This is internally as well as externally. So, for us, we had to make sure that everybody we brought on board knew that they were volunteers. You really can't lie about that. You really got to be upfront with that. So just make sure, hey, you're working for free, so that's okay. And then as well, if there's something wrong with the game, when you release the game, you talk to your audience, let them know that that there's an issue and that you're going to fix it. People really, they value honesty in everywhere, really. So, and then after that is proactiveness. So basically stay on top of things. Keep track of everybody who's working on your team. Know what their schedule is, work around their schedule. Again, most people have other things that they're doing. So they have jobs, they have school, whatever else they're doing. So, just make sure that you know what they're doing. If they're making a move, if they're doing finals or things like that, work around their schedule. And then also keep looking for talent too. So you never know when something happens in their life and they have to drop out. So you can't really depend on one or two people. So always have people in the back burner, and then that way your program won't be stalled and your game won't have too many things that'll go wrong. So this is our information. You can go to saltandpeppergames.com to learn more, and then we're on Android currently, and then we're coming soon to Apple. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jasmine.